Today I'm going to start with new chapter, that is chapter number 4, business services. This is a very important chapter for the examination point of view. Before learning or before knowing the meaning of services, I would like to give an introduction for business services. All of us have seen a petrol bunk. Have you ever thought how a petrol bunk owner does his business in village? There will be number of question will rise in your mind. How he gets the petrol and diesel to the villages? How he gets the money to purchase large quantities of petrol and diesel? How he communicates to petrol depots for requirement and also to customers? How he safeguard himself from various risks associated with this business? The answer to all the above question, you have to understand business services. Here, bank will provide the funds or loans and advances so that the owner can purchase the diesel or petrol in large quantities. How it possible? Who are helped? The bank has helped. Here, bank is a banking services. In this chapter, we are learning one of the business services called banking services. And second, we have that insurance services. This insurance services will give the protection to the owner. He can safeguard various risks arise in a business. So in this chapter, the insurance services also we are learning. This is also one of the business services. And next we have that the owner has to communicate with the various depots and the various customer. How it possible? The communication services. This is also we are learning in the fourth chapter. This is also the one of the business services. Next, the owner has to transfer that petrol and diesel to the different villages. How it possible? With the help of transportation. He can use that different transportation methods to deliver his product to the different villages. With the help of this transportation, he can deliver. In this chapter, we are learning the transportation services also. So, in business services, we can see that various types of business services like health, education, advertisement, consultation, communication, warehousing, construction, transportation services, insurance services, banking services. We have the different kinds of business services, but according to your syllabus, we are learning only few business services like banking services, insurance services, communication services, transportation services. These are the four major business services we are learning in the fourth chapter. Coming to that, next we have that meaning of services. After knowing of the various kinds of business services, we have to know or we have to understand what is services. Services are essentially intangible. Their purchases does not result in the ownership of anything physical. The business is offering the product as well as services. In the first chapter, you have understand very well. That means business is an economic activity which produces the product and services. That means the business has producing a product. The product having a physical presence. Physical presence, that means we can see, we can touch, we can feel. And also if you are purchasing the product, anything product, that will give the result in the ownership. For example, the Santosh is a person, he want to purchase a mobile phone. He purchased a mobile phone. The mobile phone is belonging to them because that have that physical sense, and also it is a product. But when comes to the matter of services, services is intangible. Intangible means we cannot see, we cannot touch, but we can feel. Suppose the teacher is teaching in the classroom. What they are giving, that the what they are teaching, that we cannot see, but we can feel. Got it? That means services is a intangible. It their purchases, when you are going to purchasing any services, does not result in the ownership of anything in the physical. Suppose you are getting a transportation services, just you are getting a transportation services, you have to travel from Bangalore to Mysore. Just after getting that transportation services, the transportation it not belonging to you, because transport is a product, but that services is not belonging. That means it not gives the result in the ownership. In simple sense, services means it is a intangible. We cannot see, we cannot touch, but we can feel. And also services, it does not result, or it does not give the result in the ownership when you are going to purchase. This you can expect for 2 marks in the examination. Next we have that nature of services. This is a very important for the examination. You can expect 8 marks this topic. This nature of services we can indicate, or the keyword for nature of services is 5 I's. 5 I's means, first I we have intangibility, second I we have inconsistency, third I we have inseparability, fourth I we have inventory, fifth I we have involvement. Let us understand, or let us discuss the nature of services in detail. First I in the nature of services is intangibility. Services are intangible, that is, they cannot touch, they are experiential in nature. This services, it is a intangible, we cannot see, we cannot touch, but these services we have to get experience only, just we have to feel. For a best example, the one person is suffering from the fever, he want to take a treatment from the doctor, he visited to the clinic. After visiting to the clinic, the doctor has given the treatment. The patient just he want to feel the treatment, he cannot see that. That means after injecting the injection, he cannot see that reaction, just he want to feel. Got it? It is a best example for intangibility. One more best example, the family members they went for the trip to the Wonderla. The Wonderla, what they are enjoying each and every activity, each and every game, just they want to feel. When they are playing, that enjoyment, that excitement they cannot see, just they want to feel. For one more example, the many of the friends they are went to watch the movie. While they are watching the movie, just they have to while they are watching that movie, they want to sing the story of the film, just they want to feel, they want to enjoy. That means these are the best example for that intangibility. So that is the reason the services, it is a intangible in nature, we cannot see, we cannot touch, but we can feel. The best example, doctor treatment, other entertainment. Next we have that, and also I have given the picture, the services like doctor services, hotel services, dry cleaning services, restaurant services, grocery store services, and specialty store services. These are the example for intangibility. And next, our next nature we have inconsistency. The second important characteristics of services is inconsistency. We have learned services is a intangible, so that is it does not having a physical presence. Here in inconsistency means the services it is not maintaining or it is not having that constant because there is no physical presence. For a best example, if the business they want to produce a product, for the product they can fix the standard in the sense the quality. This product has to come like this quality only they can fix. But when comes to the matter the services, it is a very difficult to fix because there is no physical presence. For the product they can fix because they can see, they can touch, but the services they cannot fix the standard because there is no physical presence. So the services is a inconsistency in the nature because there is no standard. Even the different customer have the different demand and expectation. The services providers need to have opportunity to alter their offer and closely meet that requirement of the customer. What they are service provider, they are providing the services. That services may be depend or it may be different to that customer to customer. Suppose if you are going to for the trip, one time you may get a good experience. When comes to that, your friend may not get that much of experience. See that what is a vary, that mean the services it is a differ from that customer to customer or person to person. So in simple, inconsistency means services it does not having a physical presence, so there is no standard to set and there is no standard for the services. So services is a keep on changing or keep on the experience may be change it from the customer to customer. It is inconsistency. Next we have inseparability. Another or one more important characteristics is services simultaneous activity of production and consumption being performed. This makes production and consumption of services to them inseparable. Services we cannot make separate. The product we can make separate. How it possible? In January I can produce. In December I can sell. I can make a separate. Yes or no? But in services I cannot separate because the services it produced at a time and delivered the same time. That means the services it has to be produced and delivered at the same time. For a best example, when you want to withdraw the money from the ATM, after that inserting the card or you are entered that password and it has been processed, you are deciding, you are thinking, I don't want money, I'll collect in the next day. It is impossible. When you getting that ATM services, you have to get and the ATM machine was delivered at the same time. Got it? You have to get the ATM services at the same time and what they have produced you have to take it. One more best example here I have given the taxi example. If suppose you have ordered the taxi but you don't want the taxi driver but you want the taxi services, how it possible? You cannot make services as a separate. Got it? And one more example, the person is suffering from the fever, the doctor want to give the injection, he has taken that the injection. Can you tell that to doctor, today I don't want, tomorrow I can take? No, it is impossible because they have that the limited time and the time only that medicine will work. Got it? That means the services we cannot make separate because services has to produce and deliver the same time. Next we have inventory. These services we cannot store. It is impossible, but we can store in the less. How possible? Suppose if you want to get or if you want to go for Wonderla, the Wonderla services you can get. Before that, you want to take a ticket. So the services we can store in the less in the form of ticket. One more best example. If you want to get a railway services, before that using of railway, you have to take a ticket. This railway services we can store in the less form, that is tickets. But the product we can store in the large quantities, we can store in the warehousing also because that have a physical presence. This is inventory. And next we have involvement. One of the most important characteristics of services is the participation of customer in the services delivery process. When the customer has taken these services, it is a very important. Without that customers, it is a very impossible. Without that customer, it is not completing the services. For example, I told you that I gave an example, ATM services. Without the customer, it is possible to withdraw the money, or without that patient, it is possible to give the treatment to the customer or patient. No, it is impossible. So when the services they are offering, at the time the customer participation, customer involvement, it's a very important to get the services. It is called involvement. So I have explained the nature of services. 5 I's, that is we have intangibility, inconsistency, inseparability, inventory, involvement. In the next class, I'm going to continue with the differences between services and goods. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ಈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಯಿಂದ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾದದ್ದು ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಪುಡಿಯನ್ನು ತರ್ತಾನೆ. ಪುಡಿಯನ್ನು ತಂದು ಒಂದು ಕಡ್ಡಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ವುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ತರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ವುಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟು ಆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಒಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಅಥವಾ 12 ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ನೋಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್, ನಾನು 5 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ನೀನು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀ 5 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಲು ಆಗ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ನೀನು ನನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋನು, ನೀನು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಹೇಳು, ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾತು, ನೀನು ನೀನಾಗೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಹೊರತು, ಅಂದರೆ ನೀನು ನೀನಾಗೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಎರಡನೇ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀಯೋ ಅವರು ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಲೆಡ್ ಮುರಿದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಲೇಡ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕೆರೀತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ನೀನು ದುಃಖ ಪಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಿನ್ನ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀನು ದುಃಖ ಪಡಬಾರ್ದು ಕೆರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಮೂರನೇ ಮಾತು, ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀನು ಬರೆಯೋದನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ಬೇಡ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಭಯ ಪಡಬಾರ್ದು, ನೀನು ಬರೆಯೋದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ನೀನು ಭಯ ಪಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನಾಲ್ಕನೇ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಒಳಗಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲಿನ ಹುಡ್ಡು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ದಪ್ಪ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಅದು ಯಾರೂ ನೋಡಲ್ಲ. ಒಳಗಡಿನ ಲೆಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಲೆಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. 5ನೇದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಜನಗಳು ನಿನ್ನ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಬೆಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಗೋಡೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಬುಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನೀನು ಬರೆಯೋದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀನು ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ 5 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲನ್ನು ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದೇ 5 ಮಾತುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಮಾತು, ನೀನು ನೀನಾಗಿಯೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ತನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಬರ್ತನ ತಗೊಂಡಾದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಂದು ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಅಹಂ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ದೇವರ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ಸಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೇ ಕೂಡ ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. 2ನೇದು, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ಅವನೇ ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಮಾತು, ಕೆತ್ತುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ಲೇಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು. ಹಾಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕುಗ್ಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಭಯಪಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಬಂಗಾರವನ್ನು ಬೆಂಕಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಸುಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೆಂಕಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸುಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೊಳಪು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳು ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಸಂತೋಷದ ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಒಂದು ಸುಖ ದಿನಗಳು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕುಗ್ಗಬೇಡ, ಮುಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ನಿನಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ದಿನ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಮೂರನೇದು, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಮಾತು ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಹೆದರಬಾರ್ದು. ತಪ್ಪುಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೀನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ನಾವು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 4ನೇ ಮಾತು, ಒಳಗಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ಗೆ ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿದಂಥ ಮಾತು ಒಳಗಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವುಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಲೆಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಿನ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರ ಬರೀ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. 5ನೇ ಮಾತು, ನಿನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀಯೋ ನೀನು ಏನೂ ಭಯಪಡಬೇಡ. ಅದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಲಿ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಲಿ, ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಲಿ, ನೀನು ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಪಡಬೇಡ. ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನಾದರೂ ಸರಿ, ನೀನು ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5ನೇ ಮಾತು. ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ನ ಕತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ 5 ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ 5 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಾಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.